You're listening to Beauty, Strength, and Dominance, the official podcast of Lingerie Fighting Championships. And now, here's your host, Michael Larkin.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Beauty, Strength, and Dominance, the official LFC Lingerie Fighting Championships podcast. My name is Mike Larkin, and joining me today, she made her debut at Gators and Garters for the Florida Games against Tiffany Conspiracy Smoke Show Baxter over there in Florida, if you will. The one and the only Miss Brooke Smock, a.k.a. Peekaboo. How are you, Brooke?
Peekaboo. I'm very well. How are you?
I am good. First and foremost, it was great to see you a part of this event, and I look at it from a stance like this. I know this was last minute for you. I know you were filling, but I got to tell you, you rocked the house. You looked great. How was it for your debut going in?
It was a great experience, honestly. Last minute, honestly, wasn't an issue. Smoke Show invited me, and she thought I'd be a great fit for it, and honestly, probably one of the best experiences I've had in my life. The girls welcoming, everything was just great. Weather was good too.
That's always a plus. And I mean, I look at it from a stance like this. You're on a card with great wrestlers like Veronica, the VP Payne, Paris Love, Bella Madison, yourself, and Tiffany Conspiracy Smoke Show Baxter. I think when you have a card like this and how professional wrestling has done so much wonders for women, especially nowadays, I think you were kind of like a hand in glove. And plus, you and Tiffany have history from Redneck Brawl, so you're familiar with your opponent.
Yes. We haven't been opponents yet. That was the first time, and honestly, she's always shown great sportsmanship, great friendship. She's a great person all around, honestly. I appreciate her greatly for, bringing me to the LFC and, introducing me to it and the people. And I think I believe I met Paris at that event. She was very nice too, actually. They were all the girls there were great.
Shout out. We had three amazing bouts on that card. We had Tiffany and Brooke over here. We had Veronica, and we had Latasha Allen, and we also had Paris Love and Bella Madison. I think if LFC could do it up in Florida, especially during a time like the Florida Water Games, stuff like that, in such a hotbed like Florida. I saw you enjoying the weather. How awesome was that even? Was this your first time to Florida?
No, I have actually lived in Florida before, just for a short time. I have visited there on like New Year's in Miami, Boca Raton, stuff like that. I honestly was excited to get back. It'd been a while since I'd been there.
Same. So. I will say this. For those who've never been to Florida, I have a cousin who I love dearly in the Tampa area. Tampa's very nice. I mean, if you really look at Florida as a whole, I think when you have O-Town, you have Tampa, you have Bradenton, where we were for this Florida Water Games. I think what you're going to get when it comes to Florida, besides the weather, you get great action, you get great competition. But at the end of the day, too, you get all around great fun. And for you, I've always looked at it like this. Within LFC, it's all about a little bit of MMA, little bit of action, a little bit of wrestling. For you, how was it with the lingerie side of things? Because I got to say, you pulled it off. You look great.
That was the first for me. Okay. I'm usually not, I'm very modest, I'd say. So it was fun going out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? It was fun doing what I don't normally do, I should say. There was a little bit of a mishap while we were all wrestling. Well, while her and I were wrestling. I was very embarrassed. So next time, if they choose to invite me back, I will have to pick out a different type of attire.
Fair enough. I mean, well, first off, wardrobe malfunctions happen in anything, so totally understand. But yeah, I got to say, with what you rocked, definitely pulled it off. I will say that.
I appreciate that.
Oh, you're very welcome. I think what a lot of people don't even realize with the presentation and the overall production of LFC, not only do we have badass women like yourself doing the damn thing, but it's all about the aesthetic, the internal and external beauty, and it's very empowering. You never know who you're going to inspire. I think a lot of women are going to do this.
A lot of knowledge as well that they have to help in the career as well as of like wrestling or boxing, a lot of knowledge people have.
Well, that's the thing, too. You also look at just how many different art forms and crafts it is, because if you really look at it, it's an art form, and I think you can agree with me. Life in itself is an art form. We're all painting our canvases in our different ways.
Yes, that's very true. Everybody has their own character, and they like their character to be a certain way, and that itself is an art, you know?
Absolutely. And I got to say, speaking of art, I think this is probably the first time in LFC history we have so many different women of so many nicknames and monikers, much like your opponent, the Conspiracy Smoke Show. I think this is the first time in LFC history we have had a Peekaboo. So, Peekaboo, I do see you. Can I ask you about the name? Because first and foremost, it's awesome. And number two, I thought it was very cool.
Yes. So Peekaboo, when I was growing up, I grew up in Flint and in Jackson, Michigan. And in Flint, Michigan, I had a friend named Paige, childhood best friend, okay? And we're driving around Flint like we shouldn't be, being little hoodlums. And the song Lil Yachty Peekaboo comes on. And ever since, off to the races, like we would start giving people random nicknames. Like one was barbecue sauce and ranch and, you know, stuff like that. And when that song came on, Peekaboo was mine. So it's stuck ever since then. And I kind of got it when I was going to the Redneck Brawl because I couldn't think of what I wanted my name to be. And I thought back to that time she given me that nickname, and I said, Peekaboo. It got to be Peekaboo.
I gotta say, first and foremost, shout out to Little Yachty, number one, and number two, even your childhood best friend, like stuff like that, it sticks with you, and it's funny like that because I'll say this: growing up on Long Island, New York, we actually had, it wasn't myself, we had a lot of great people in the community, but man, oh man, there was some group of nicknames that a lot of guys would give to the girls. There was this one girl that they called Rat because I'm guessing Hood Rat, and I'm like, oh my god, there was this one kid that was called Crack Baby who I went to school, middle school with, and I'm like, even stuff like that, it's like crazy just to see how nicknames stick, but also number two, like it's crazy just because of where we get our surroundings from, whether it be good or bad, but like stuff sticks for good and for bad, so to speak.
It does. And I don't know. I've been waiting for her to message me and be like, hey, I know where you got that nickname from, but it hasn't happened yet. I look forward to that day.
Hey, royalties are royalties. Made trademark it. Put a little trademark stamp on it.
Yeah, I could too. I've been thinking about getting a website going and selling merch, but I ain't that far yet.
Well, I will say this. I think you're definitely at the right start in your journey, and it's definitely showing. So, I mean, Peekaboo is definitely going to be self-made one day, and I can't wait to see it.
I hope so, because someone just told me today that I didn't have what it took to make it. And I'm like, okay. So now I'll do everything in my power to do, you know, the complete opposite. I will make something of myself. I don't like when I'm doubted.
Well, I look at it like this. First and foremost, the progression. You did post a nice little workout deal today. And I mean, I look at it from that stance. I mean, you're going in there. You have to start somewhere, number one. But number two, I think not only does that show just your overall strength, determination, and overall positively proactive way at looking at things, I think where you start there, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good spiritually and physically and emotionally. Yeah. So you're right there in the comfort zone. You're just amplifying yourself to another level.
Yes.
You definitely have to look at it like that. I mean, and people like that, I'm going to say this right now, and I'll put this on the bluntest of terms. For people that doubt you, they're just showing their bitch assness. So you just be that bitch in the good way and just do your thing.
Show up and show out like I do every time at the Brawl, at the LFC. Show up and show out. That's just me.
Damn straight, and you certainly definitely do that. We definitely have to talk about these promos, man, because if y'all have not checked out Peekaboo, I'm talking about Bounty Mama, I'm talking about Sheen Green. First and foremost, the sombrero got me a kick out of that one. Can we talk about the Sheen Green one first, because that one really got me right here. I belly laughed. It was entertaining.
That's my girl. That's my baby. Sheen Green. Honestly, another girl I would love to see on LFC. She is an amazing person. Honest.
For real. And I mean, that's the thing too. When you look at someone like Sheen Green, I've always liked Redneck Brawl for not just the entertainment side with your promos and your skills. I look at it like this, man. If you have something like that, it's not just overall trash talking and just from a verbal standpoint. Y'all are some badasses. You go out there. It's a great time. It's a great crowd. Everybody shows up and shows out.
Yes, we fight like men, as I think Andrew Kahn said. I think Andrew Kahn said that we girls fight like men.
But that's the best part too. I think you seeing people like yourself in there. And can we talk about the promo just from itself? Like sombrero, the sombrero was great. You're putting up your dukes, like everything about that energized, and you both rode off each other in those 2 promo exhibitions.
What's up, it's Peekaboo, bitch. I'm back for my second fucking crown. That's a 407 Kodak, Tennessee. I'm 5'5", a little smaller. Now I'm 125 fucking pounds. I'm calling out Sheen Green. She a bad bitch, but I want to show her motherfucking badder bitch. I fight any bitch, big and tall. I lay them all. I got a fresh can of whoop that ass, and I'm ready for any bitch that wants to come and fucking get it.
There's one person specific I'm coming after this time, and it's Peekaboo. I tried to fight you last time, but you got paired up with Bounty Mama. Whoops.
Sheen Green, baby. I don't think you can handle Peekaboo compared to me a little bit down here. You think I'm going to hit you with my left, but I'm going to hit you with my right. You're going to be like Bounty Mama, baby.
Honestly, I feel like Bounty Mama kind of should have won. You know, I'm 5-1, and I'm coming, and I'm going to get me another crown. So, Peekaboo, where you at, bitch?
All right, Green Bean, you know what the fuck it is. You never fought a girl that had a crown before, but guess what, baby? I sure the fuck do got one. I'm Tennessee, you're Kentucky. I'm going to win just like the basketball game, bitch. Let's go.
Peekaboo seems a little hot-headed to me, so I'm going to come out there, and I'm going to extinguish that little fire she's got. The little ego, yeah, it's going out the window once I beat her ass. You're wanting to fight someone that's like 20 pounds lighter than you. I'm 8 pounds heavier, and all that 8 pounds is in my ass. So please, come get you some.
Johnson City, August 16th. I'll see you there. We about to get it in this bitch. Come on. Get you some.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right, give me a prediction. 1, 2, 3. What do you think?
I think we're going to have a good-ass fucking fight. And honestly, you know, Peekaboo's a tough bitch, but I'm tougher.
That's a lot. What do you think?
No, I think second or third round, one of us are going down. We already talked about it.
That'll work. Square up. Oh, boy said kiss each other. You hear that shit?
2 tough girls.
Yeah.
Nice body shot.
Sheen's got a right hand from hell.
Yes, she does.
And that other girl does too.
They got Redneck Brawl logos on all their stuff. That's cool.
They both got a good right hand.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good match.
And what y'all don't know, Sheen Green's mom has won the tough man in the women's division like 6 years in a row.
Are you serious?
I did not know that.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
We need to get her in here.
No shit.
Well, I think she's retired of fighting now.
Okay.
We're losing a Brawl strap here.
That's why they put 2 on them.
Man, yeah, it's bugging her.
You gotta let it go. Just let it be, man.
Sheen Green loves it in there.
Don't even worry about it.
She does, too.
Yes. She smiles the whole time she's in there.
Sheen coming right out of the corner.
Yeah.
Pressure on her.
Damn. Oh.
No, she gets thrown.
You can still get got now.
Yes, you can.
Dude, this is not what I thought was going to happen.
Sheen's going to rock her shit. Or, what's her, what
I don't know. What is her name?
Peekaboo.
Yeah.
Peekaboo.
Oh! He said, do it again.
You got it. If you put it on her, she's done.
And that's why I was protecting her.
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Yeah, here go the beers.
No. What? Motherfucker.
God damn it.
Yes. I was kind of nervous because, you know, that's my girl and she's tough. Okay. All hands down, I feel like our fight, she did win. Okay. She about knocked me out. I seen stars, you know, and one of my regrets from that fight is not giving her my crown at the end of it. I didn't think about that in the moment, you know, because so much is going on. But the promos, man, I was nervous. I couldn't think of what to talk. Like, can I cuss on here? What crap to talk? Okay, yeah, I didn't know what shit to talk. I couldn't think of nothing. I couldn't come up with nothing. So the sombrero was what I had. That girl is tough.
Well, first off, the sombrero was a nice touch. It worked. It definitely set you apart. But watching that fight, she got a good clock on you, as did you. You both really brought it from the skill set, from the fisticuffs, if you will. And I think what's great about you, too, is I think they always say you hit your friends the hardest. But also at the end of the day, too, that is what makes great chemistry. I always use it from the wrestling standpoint. It's like Shawn Michaels and Triple H when Shawn Michaels came back. Like that type of stuff, you hit your friends the hardest.
Yeah. She definitely, so in the second round, I gassed out, and she definitely she definitely went easier on me than I know Sheen Green to, and I appreciate her for that, because that right there is a friend. She didn't have to do that. She wanted me to finish 2. You know what I'm saying? So she's also always shown great sportsmanship. Always. I love that girl to death.
Very much so. And Sheen Green, I definitely would hope to see her in LFC as well. We already got 2/3 of the crew here with you and Tiffany, so we got to get that number 3 in here.
She deserves it. She so deserves it, man. She is as driven as anybody else I've met. She's as driven as me. She's as driven as Smoke Show. She has the motivation to drive.
Well, let me tell you something, motivation and drive over here. As Incubus once sang, you got to get a hold of that wheel and drive. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there with open arms and open eyes. Yeah. So, I mean, stuff like that definitely works. We see it in so many different levels. Speaking of music, I do have to bring this up on a side note. You sent me a great package video, which will be here in this show. You put out Limp Bizkit to it. I got to say I popped for it just because I'm a Limp Bizkit guy myself. The video package was sweet, man.
I took my time on it, and Limp Bizkit is probably my theme song. You know, break stuff. What's that one where he's like, he's talking about he'll leave or something. It's His Way or No Way or something.
Oh, My Way or the Highway.
There, that one. I just found Stuck. I came across Stuck. I love Stuck. That Limp Bizkit's whole everything is my theme song. That and ICP. I love me some ICP. I listen to that on the daily.
So pretty much what you're telling me is you're down with the clowns.
I'm down with the sickness.
Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, snap. We'll get this served up in here. We'll get ICP. There you go. You're speaking my language. No, you're speaking my language. Old school stuff. Have you ever seen... it's so funny that you bring this up. Okay, so I remember as a kid, because I was obsessed with these video games. So ICP, who does have Juggalo Championship Wrestling and still doing their thing on that side of the pond there with wrestling, I always loved they had a backyard wrestling video game at the time. I don't know if you've ever seen it. If you ever have like a PS2 or whatever game console you have, retro or new, definitely get you some of that backyard wrestling. It's one of ICP's best games. It's hilarious.
I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't play about that. I'm gonna have to figure that out because that sounds fun. I could only imagine.
I mean, when you have such an underground like that with the juggalos and the juggalettes, and I mean, you build your brand off of that, it's cool. I mean, these are the same guys who friggin' were feuding with Eminem back in the late 90s, and friggin' you have Violent J talk about he's going to knock Eminem the buck out on the friggin' Up and Smoke tour. So you have a lot of stuff that encompass ICP. They were no fucks given before no fucks given.
They didn't give a fuck from day one. I love it. Like I almost thought about Hocus Pocus being one of my walkout songs.
Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah, I thought about it, but it's gonna be between that or Peekaboo Lil Yachty for my next one if I fight in May.
Okay. All right. Well, I will say this. Whatever your fight song is, I will be definitely checking it out. You could also go the D12 route and talk about fight music if you want to do that.
Oh, my God. They opened for a band I used to watch, and I think that's the only time, and Eminem wasn't a part of it, because he used to be a part of it, didn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. So they opened when he wasn't a part of it, and that's honestly all I know of them. I'm going to have to do my research then.
Oh, God. If you guys want to hear some good D12 songs, fight music, Purple Hills / Purple Pills, my band will be here all day. A lot of good stuff from the D12 side.
Oh, I'm going to have to find out now.
Well, you got me with Limp Bizkit, with your My Way, with break stuff. We can even go back to End Together now with him, that Fred Durst and Method Man on the track doing their thing. We could go to Rollin'. We'll be here all day.
Turn it up. Look, I'm telling you, Turn It Up, bitch. That song gets me going in seconds. I'm ready. I'm telling you. I love me some Korn. Don't get me started on Korn. Y'all want a single? Will never get old. Never.
I had the same conversation actually about Corn not too long ago on the LFC podcast. So Lilifer, who was the ring announcer at LFC 45, the last event, 2 events ago, excuse me, we were talking about Corn and some of her favorites, or Y'all Want a Single, like you mentioned there. We could go with Adidas, All Day I Want to Dream About Sex. We
Just
could go
listen to that.
Yes. we got Freak on a Leash, Falling Away From Me, Make Me Mad. Come on now. Make Me
Everything.
Bad. Yep. Everything the Corn, even Word Up. Like their freaking cover of Word Up by Cameo was even good.
Man. Twisted Transistor, or is that how you say it?
Yes. So
I love that.
Funny enough, this actually ties into wrestling. So WWE back in 2005 actually used that as one of the theme songs for their pay-per-view Taboo Tuesday. They used some Corn on WWE.
Damn, you know that shit went hard. I gotta see that. I know that's on YouTube somewhere.
Mm-hmm. It was great. The main event was John Cena, Kurt Angle, and Shawn Michaels, and they did a sweet video package using Twisted Transistor. It was awesome.
Oh, hell yeah. I can only imagine.
Ugh. But yeah, we're taking it back to everybody now. And here's the thing. We're talking about this, and we're reminiscing in the nostalgia. And yes, that's 21 years ago, but it still holds up.
Man, I can't get over how they turned the second Woodstock into a freaking just straight tear fest, man.
Mm-hmm.
If they did another Woodstock, I could only imagine how it would turn out. Imagine.
It's so funny to me because I remember even like a 7-year-old with Woodstock 99, and there's Carson Daly on MTV with TRL, and the man's getting mud chucked at him and shit's on fire. And I'm like, poor Carson Daly's like hitting the deck.
Dude, I watched a documentary on that, and it's been too long now for me to remember, but I know when I watched it, I was in awe. I was like, I can't believe this really happened.
I mean, when you have such acts as the Kid Rocks, the DMXs, the Corns, even the friggin' Slipknots of the world, and all these bands on there, you're gonna get combustible elements.
True.
You're taking it back with me now. Even you mentioned Disturbed, like besides Down with the Sickness, any others like Stricken, Will Be Here All Day with like Disturbed. Disturbed was another one that really hit home for everybody.
Now them, I know their music, but I don't know it until I listen to it.
Okay.
Like that's. I know, like, in my playlist, I have, like, 400 songs, and it's, like, different everything. I mean, it goes from Screamo to, let's see, it goes from, like, Pierce the Veil and Bring Me the Horizon to Conway Twitty and freaking Loretta Lynn, and, you know, it goes all over the place. Early 2000s, you know?
It's one of those things where I'm the same way. It's so funny because you could give me like the typical boy bands or like the Britney Spears, but then I'll go to Korn, then I'll go to DMX, then I'll go to Eminem, then I'll go to Tupac, Biggie. We'll Be Here All Day, the Limp Bizkits of the world. And I think there's one like I even have. It's so funny. So for those that recall the Andrews Sisters, now we're taking it back to the 40s here. Their old song Boogie Woogie Booga Boy, a Company B, which actually Christina Aguilera sampled in her song Candyman. For those who remember Candyman, like stuff like that, like really goes into it. So I mean, you get samples from everything, but it just shows the great evolution of music in itself.
Music is I believe that music is how people speak. Like, you know, like. It defines who they are. Not defines who they are, but it tells you a lot about them. You know what I'm saying? Music does. Like, I feel like it can tell you what they've been through or, like, you know, their mood of that day. I don't know. Just music is everything, I feel like.
Oh, I'm right there with you. And I mean, shout out to all the ladies. I know it is Women's History Month and the overall appreciation and support of women. It's so funny. You know what song everybody was playing? Like Tupac, Keep Your Head Up. I barely my mother. Like for Keep Your Head Up from Tupac is definitely shows it. Dear Mama will be here all day. But just shout out to the ladies, man, including yourself. It's Women's History Month. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Now, speaking of let's do it, you did your thing within LFC. You and Conspiracy Smoke Show, Baxter. We got to talk about this. Accidental.
Yeah.
I did see some of the fight footage. I think you did hold your own, and I think you did put on a hell of a show with Miss Tiffany Smoke Show. Let's talk about this. Accidental, right in the no-ski, man. You had a little blood. Talk about the experience.
Finna whoop her ass this evening. Finna get beat up. You sure you want to get in here already? You sure? Okay, that's fine.
definitely accidental. I can still seeing it happen as if it were yesterday. Me laying there, and next thing you know, I see, boom, and fucking, I feel it, but I don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, I see people freak. Are you okay? Are you okay? And me being a boxer, I'm like, I got hit in the face. What's the big deal? And come to find out that that doesn't happen often. You don't normally get hit in the nose and bleed. And next thing you know, I'm standing up, and I think her name's Mia. She brings a beer koozie, and she's tapping my nose with a beer koozie. And I'm like, I'm fine. What's the matter? She's like, your nose is bleeding. It was so funny to me, I guess. Because like I said, boxing, I'm used to it, you know? She's very tough, okay? And going in, I didn't know what I was doing, all right? So I said, so what's the plan? She said, just wrestle me. She said, do what you got to do to get me down. And we showed up and we showed out, man. It was purely accidental, that punch to the nose. Oh.
First and foremost, self-explanatory. Just try to get me down, and then let's see where it goes. That's like pretty much you're calling it on the fly, but that's where some of the magic really happens within the fight and the encounter. I also look at it like this with both of you two. It's funny because you and I had this conversation. I said the nerves are going to be there, trust me. But once you go out there, just look at the ring as your canvas and paint it, and you certainly did. I think you definitely did.
And that's where Peekaboo comes into effect too, okay? So everybody has a character that they come up with, okay? For Redneck Brawl, same thing. Right before it's time, I'm quiet. You can even see me in Redneck Brawl. My walkouts, I'm quiet. I'm not loud. I'm not nothing. And then when it's time, there's where Peekaboo is. It's like Peekaboo, completely different person. It's business is business. So that's exactly what I did with LFC. I started off quiet. I wasn't doing nothing. And then when they said my name and it was time for me to start walking towards that hexagon, I just started doing Peekaboo. I was all bubbly and movie and jumpy aroundy. It was fun.
Your energy definitely within it. And I think what I love about it too is I think the authenticity, the realness, the bluntness really exudes and exemplifies you. And that definitely does shine through. And honestly, I mean, I did see also within one of your recent posts with you and Tiffany, Grindhouse Pro Wrestling Academy, you have women like Amazing Maria there, Allie Albright, Larry D, who was in TNA. Like, there's so many great people to learn from there. You just started wrestling classes. How's that going for you, man?
It's going amazing. About the first 5 minutes of class, we start learning what roles are. And I was nervous already to make a fool of myself, so I just went for it. And I about broke my neck my first roll. He's like, I bet you knocked yourself, didn't you? And I said, mm-hmm. And I played it off like it didn't hurt. Well, the next few rolls that came around, I learned my lesson. You got to tuck your chin. And when I did that, they were like, you've never done wrestling before? And I'm like, no, I've never have. And they swear I have.
I got to tell you, though, I think what's great about it, too, is, and shout out to Grindhouse, because it's definitely one of the great training schools. You're in there. It's completely different from, I'm assuming, from what Redneck Brawl is to this. It's a great transition. But I also look at it from a stance like this. You're putting your character into it. You're also showcasing your wrestling ability. I actually had this conversation recently with Alexis Asher, who was on the last LFC event. Former Golden Gloves champion, did her thing with Muay Thai. Now she's stepping in and she's like, I want to learn wrestling now. There's so many different similarities, but there's so many differences. And I think where you are now, because some people, once they take that first bump, they're out the door ski. They're like, I don't want any more. No mas, if you will. But I think with what you're doing now, I think it's wonderful, man. I hope to definitely see you in the squared circle doing your thing.
I really hope that LFC has me back. It was so fun, and I'm learning things now, so I'll be able to, do what's expected of me and all that. I liked the girls, the people. I really hope they have me back. I do.
I hope so too. I think you have to have, what's great about it too, as I mentioned, the presentation, the professionalism, and the community that goes into it. It's diversity, man. We have so many different women of all different shapes and sizes. And I think that's where we need now more the empowerment side of things, more of this and less of this, because we have so many people out there talented, really tapping into their potential. And that's what we need, not just in LFC, but in life, man. We need more people to tap into it.
That good sportsmanship matters, because everybody has something that we can learn from each other, whether it be something we already know or don't already know. We all got something we can learn, and maybe if we know it, they have a different way we can do it, So I agree. People should have better sportsmanship, but everything I've experienced has been great across both companies,
Absolutely. Definitely check out Redneck. Definitely check out LFC. My apologies. That's one of the things too about it, man. We have so many great people out here doing their thing. I got to tell you right now, I'm definitely going to be seeing you doing some suplexes and more rolls and stuff. I can't wait for you to do the stalling stuff. We know we're getting there. Are you looking forward to doing some top rope moves? What are we doing over here? What are we thinking?
I'm really looking forward to it. I think everything is an experience, and I want to experience it all. And I want to come and do the best that I can. So I am ready to learn all these moves and learn, who my character is going to develop into, and who my peers around me, his character is going to develop into. I think it's going to be great. I think great things are happening and are to come.
Absolutely. And I mean, with Tiffany Smoke Show, I mean, she's now 1-1 at LFC, getting the victory over you and your guys' great bout. She had her debut at LFC 45 with Anna Kovachenko. I think a lot of people are going to see a lot of great things come with everybody on this roster. And God dang it, man, it's a great time to be an LFC fan. And speaking of being a fan, I am a fan of yours, and I cannot wait to see where your journey takes you going forward. You're very welcome. And I love to ask this question to close this out. For you, what are some of the things in life that you are grateful for, number one? And number two, what advice would you give to anybody that wants to get into Redneck Brawl, LFC wrestling? What would that advice be? And what are some of the things you're grateful for in this thing that we call life?
All right. So what I'm grateful for myself is being alive. Anybody who knows me knows what I've been through and knows that I fought to get here. I fought hard to get here. I came from nothing, emancipated at 16, which is very hard to do. Dealt with a very abusive man, got away from that man. My advice is to don't quit. You may be having that one bad day where it's like, I can't do this no more. Or I can go back and it'll be fine. And it won't be okay. Don't give up. Don't stop trying, because you never know where you're going to end up. Redneck Brawl, I signed up because I was mad and I need to let off some anger. And someone said that I wouldn't be able to make it on there. Well, I did it. I got on there and I got my anger out. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's going to fall into your lap if you don't try. Just got to try. And getting into LFC, that Smoke Show helped me out, so I can't really speak for that. But for Redneck Brawl, if you got fight videos and they're good ones, send them in. Make good promos. Make sure you get yourself noticed, and have good sportsmanship. Be respectful even if people ain't respectful to you, because that doesn't define who your character is, Just be you.
Beautifully and eloquently said. And shout out to the Smoke Show, because she gave us your awesomeness here with an LFC. We got a lot of great people, man. She's another one that's going to shine out. Shout out to our girl.
Amazing.
Whew. But I did mention Sheen Green as well. I got to bring this out because this kind of reminds me, this name, I had a throwback back to like 80s women's wrestling, whether it be Glow or just old school women's wrestling, the Bounty Mama. Can we talk about this? Because that was another great promo. Talk about the bout with the Bounty Mama, because that name still pops me even though I'm hearing it.
Yes. So you want to know about the promo I did?
Talk about the promo and the bout in itself. I know we mentioned Sheen Greens, but talk about the Bounty Mama.
I'm from Kodak, Tennessee, 865 Baxter 402. I'm 5'5", 139 pounds, and I got a lot of muscle behind this fucking punch, bitch. What's up, bitch? You want some, bitch? Let's go. Let's go. Them Kentucky girls are fucking trash, bro. They ain't got shit against me. I go buy fucking Peekaboo and any bitch in Georgia, Tennessee, and all the surrounding states, even here in Kodak, want to come fucking get it, bitch. I'm ready. Let's go, soft ass bitch. I fucking love to fight. I got 10-2. I fucking beat ass. Anytime you want to fucking beat ass, let's go. You can pull up. This is my fucking home right here. And any bitch in my hometown want to get it, they can have it too. Come on! Get you some! Bye-bye!
I'm from Powell, Tennessee, and I want to call out Peekaboo.
I'm from Kodak, Tennessee, 865 Baxter 402. What's up, you want some? Let's go! Let's go!
I don't have to do all that movement, and I don't have to do all that talking. I can show her right now who's going to be the winner. I guarantee I can knock her out. And if I don't knock her out, I bet I could have her tap out by the second round. You can hit me as hard as you want to, but I come back harder every single time, little girl. I promise you that. I'm not from Alabama. I'm not from Georgia. But I promise you, I will be somebody you will remember forever.
Come on! Get you some! Bye-bye!
Punch on her.
She loves watching what?
Oh. Peekaboo's got a right hand on her, boys. I'm just going to say that right now.
Bounty Mama.
Bounty Mama got
Oh, shit.
got that stack.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
I told you.
They are gas.
Move that head.
Juicy's bail bond.
Oh, shit.
What a bail bond name.
You can't hug her now. Can't hug her
I
now.
got knocked out by the camera.
Hey.
I was so surprised at Peekaboo's power with that right hand in the first round. Now, she did get a little wore out in the second and third, but she did land the big one. That's all that matters.
I feel like if she don't win, she's going to be pissed.
Split decision.
That means it's a good fight.
Yeah.
Fighting out of the red corner.
Oh,
She had that knockdown, dude.
couple of them.
Well, that one was big. Yeah.
Yeah. It all come down to that knockdown.
Okay, so my promo, I had 3 vehicles pull up with me, and every seat was full of my family, probably like 20 people. And I walk over there all nervous, and everybody's already talking and doing their videos. And I'm like, hey, I said, is this where I'm supposed to be? He said, yeah, what's your name? I said, I'm Peekaboo. He said, well, let's get started. And I got started, and everybody, there's probably like 30 people standing out there, not including my family who was in the vehicles. They all went quiet. Everybody started watching me. We walked all the way from where we started to the pumps and back. He said, this is good. He said, this is great. And as far as fighting Bounty Mama, tough girl. That bitch is tough. Both of them, Sheen Green and Bounty Mama, I wouldn't fight again. I'm telling you, they are some tough, scary girls. Chelsea, Bounty Mama, has been nothing but respectful. She shows great sportsmanship too, honestly. She's a sweet thing. You wouldn't think that she could throw them bitches, but she could throw them bitches. She's a good mama. I think she's going to be a paramedic, or she is one. She's honestly doing great in life too. She'd be somebody who deserved to be on LFC also.
Well, shout out to the Bounty Mama and shout out to both of y'all because you all both put on a great battle. You got some shots and she did her thing. I think what's great about it too is it's the storytelling, and people will laugh when you hear something from like a Redneck, Brawl, or LFC. I'm like, if y'all don't understand, it's not just the verbal stuff with the promos, but once you get in there and tell that story and show that action, the storytelling really makes it worthwhile.
Yes. And honestly, when you come to the Brawl, friendships last forever. Most of them. That they last forever. They're family at that point. You know, I consider Redneck Brawl my family. I consider Smoke Show family. Sheen Green family. Bounty Mama family, because they have given me the type of respect that I've never got before. You know what I'm saying? They've helped me in numerous ways that nobody could understand. So Redneck Brawl is family, and they've definitely helped me.
I will say this. This is probably the first time ever where I've watched a promo that I've been enticed by looking at a promo at a gas station. I'm not going to lie. I felt like I was in like early 2000s rap videos. All we needed was the slot. All we needed was the slot, and it was Bubba Sparks ugly, but at the gas station is what it was. I'm going to put that in people's head.
I got so many comments. My favorite one was Uncle Lesbian. They called me Uncle Lesbian. And I'm like, damn, it had to be like that. You had to pull out the Uncle Lesbian. So I sent in a new promo for this May 9th one. And if he posted, I brought the old Peekaboo back. Not the sombrero Peekaboo, the gas station Peekaboo. I brought that girl back. So I'm hoping I get posted and they get to see some more of what Peekaboo's about. Because I've been working on it. As you've seen in my videos. I got them covered up right now, but I've been working.
You absolutely have. And the hard work does not go unnoticed, Miss Brooke. So you're definitely doing the damn thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. But yeah, I got to tell you right now, if you want to see Bubba Sparks over here, I'm going to go with that instead of Uncle Lesbian because Bubba Sparks had some. That's what it was. Like I told you, all we needed replace the gas station, put in the farm and the slop and the pigs, and we got Bubba Sparks ugly up in here. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Wait till you see the 4 race cars in the racetrack and the people standing behind me just in this next one.
I'm going to put this out here for the wrestling fans, and this one I think you'll laugh. So back in the mid 90s, the 1995 WWF. This is probably where they had like the cartoon characters and everything. And a lot of the wrestlers' gimmicks were based on like maybe like their history of what they were in. So Bob Holly, who would go on to wrestle Hardcore Holly in the WWE, his first name when he came into the WWF in 1995, and since you mentioned race car, his name, because he used to drive race cars, was Thurman Sparky Plug, and his debut promo for WWF was him riding around the racetrack. So as soon as you said Thurman Sparky Plug, baby. Thurman Sparky Plug.
I guarantee you somebody mentions that if it gets posted. I guarantee you.
He told the story in an interview. He's like, when that gimmick first happened and they were asking me what I do for a living, he goes, I'm a wrestler. And he goes, well, what's your name? And he's like, Sparky Plug. Sparky. You got to tell somebody your name is Sparky Plug. Yeah.
I go by Sparky Plug.
I go by Sparky Plug.
That's cool. That's cool, man.
It is, though.
Unique, you know?
Speaking of cool uniqueness, this one over here. Now, where can we follow you on the social media front? The floor is yours. Go right ahead.
Instagram, it's _. It's actually, let me look. I don't want to say wrong.
Okay.
Snapchat is Brooke798. And then Instagram is it's _ Peekaboo and then 2 underscores. And then Facebook's Brooke Ann as well.
The links will be in the description, man. Any Twitter, any of the others. There's so many doggone social medias out there. Just those things.
No, I don't keep up. I've never learned how to use Twitter, so that wasn't my thing. They can see my little Limp Bizkit video if they go on one of my profiles, you know. I got that thing on there.
First and foremost, you don't really need to use Twitter. You're best off not being on the Twitter/X. I will say this, social media, it has its positives, but it's better to like take a step away for your mental health. It absolutely is.
I try not to keep up because then you try to keep keeping up and it doesn't work.
No, then you fall into the rabbit hole and then you start doom scrolling and then it becomes a thing. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. But the links will be in the description because you should follow Brooke because she's a hell of a follow. She's a hell of a promotor. Please. Yes. And definitely check her out and all the amazing ladies at LFC for LFCfights.com. Nice. If you want to go to the VIP section to see this fine podcast and see this face and many other faces, go to LFCfights.com. You can check out LFC 46. You can check out LFC 45 and all the amazing events from Las Vegas. You can check out Tommy Bellart's Sketchy and Funny. You can check out LFC Exposed, the LFC Reality Series, and so much more. And if you want to subscribe to this YouTube channel, it's S&M Network Shows. We all in this life, ladies and gentlemen, exist to inspire, much like this one and everyone out there in this fine, fine world. So, Miss Peekaboo, I do see you. Do you have any final words for your fans, the LFC fans, the Redneck Brawl fans? Any final words?
I love all y'all because without y'all, nobody would know who Peekaboo was and Peekaboo wouldn't be Peekaboo. It's all love. And if you see me out and about, don't be afraid to stop and tell me hello. I just got resting bitch face. I'm very nice.
I think that's probably the first time somebody said I have resting bitch face, but I'm very nice. I gotta tell you, every time I do these podcasts, and I love each and every one of y'all, but that is probably the first time resting bitch face, but I'm very nice has been used in a sentence. So thank you for that. That's going to be a
honesty.
It is.
It's honesty.
It's honesty, but it's also going to be a soundbite because I love that. I love your personality as a whole and your spirit, man. I love that.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome. So, y'all, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Beauty, Strength, and Dominance. We'll see you in the next episode. And as I always say to end the show, not just the title of the show, but my overall mindset, beauty, strength, and dominance, the 3 key elements that make women the work of art that they are. And Miss Brooke Ann, Miss Peekaboo, it's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I include you in those sentiments. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All I know, all I know, get it, 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 hey, get it, get it, get it, hey, get it, get it, get it, get it, yeah, get it, get it. On my soul, ain't no letting up. I know, time to step it up. Go hard, too hard. All I ever know, and on my heart. When it get dark, stay on my squad. Ain't no fear inside. Might go in attack. Where you from? Refund check. Blow it, get it back. Peeling off. Am I wrong if I say I wanna put my city on? Am I wrong if I say I really did it on my own? Yeah, I get it. Get it, 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 Look at that one, I've been in the sun, I've been that, do that. All outside, got all of my pride, won't tuck my chain. Part of my lane, big dog can't stop my flame. Big talk, don't bother with lames. Okay, that's part of the game. Gotta take that on the chin. Gotta shake back, hold my hand though. Gotta play my part, no shame. AI when I slide his hand though. Really feel it, ain't no way I can be stopped. Might as well just let me rock. Where you at? On top, on top, on top. I get it, 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 get it on my soul. Ain't no letting up. I know. Time to step it up. Go hard, too hard. All I ever know. Hand on my heart. When it get dark, don't move.